Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we have a special type of video for you guys. We're going to be talking about what we should be expecting in the future by the end of the year in terms of updates and game changes, because it is what Smilegate has promised us. Now, as you guys see on your screen here, I have a check mark next to every single update that has occurred and an X next to the ones that have not happened yet that Smilegate has promised to do by the end of the year. So let's just talk about what actually happened so far and kind of be thankful to these changes, because there's a lot of changes that actually happened that helped the game a lot. So first we have on the left here, at the hero acquisition revamp, we got the Moonlight summon and Mystic summon revamp. We have that Moonlight pity now after 20 summons. We got to choose from 3 units on the Mystic banners, so we can catch up on the units and choose one that we want. We also got those custom group summons, which allowed a lot of people to get a lot of limited units and like Tamarin and whatnot. And we also got the custom Moonlight summons, which allowed us to choose one Moonlight summon. Still going on right now, actually should be ending soon. For World Arena and Balance, we had the 2 pre-bans be implemented. We had Battle Frenzy be updated, so the meta got changed to a more slower meta, which is a lot more fun in my opinion. We also got Epic 7 World Championship mode, which was basically for the free energy, to be honest, but still fun to play because, the bans would, persist into the next rounds. For equipment revamps, we got a lot of these. We got equipment crafting mileage, which is pretty nice. You get a free epic craft after 10 pulls. We also got the equipment enhancing revamp. You're able to do it a lot more quicker now. Receivable cores were increased from disenchanting the equipments that you got. Craftable charms were also increased from the alchemist steeple. And we also have that auto equip feature when you're actually equipping your units that actually allows you to, equip your units more easily. You don't have to sift through all your gear as much. Now for Adventure revamp, Adventure actually got easier, so farming's a little bit easier now. Urgent missions aren't as annoying to do, and the Epilogue AP, which is huge in my opinion. You can farm in any stage now, get AP and use it in other areas, which is very nice. For content, we have the Forest of Souls revamp. Honestly, this one didn't really change too much in my opinion. Pet generation expansion, which is nice. We can auto battle up to 30 times. Hall Trials got changed a bit, and Abyss challenge mode is nice for extra rewards. So we got a lot of changes this year. We have to be thankful for that. Obviously there can be a lot more and a lot of more QOL changes in the near future, but Smilegate is doing some changes to actually keep their game up to date. And a lot of these changes, like when I started playing a long time ago, it's completely different game now. It's just so much easier to actually do stuff. The game got a lot better since the release, trust me guys, especially if you're new to the game. The game was really bad before in my opinion. Now it's actually pretty decent. One of the best gacha games for sure in my opinion. That being said, let's talk about what we're missing. And I think all of these aspects that we're missing are actually huge, and I think it'll make the game experience a lot more better. So let's start from the World Arena and Balance section. So talking about replays, guys. So I think replays will be really nice because, usually when you're playing World Arena, you kind of just go through the motions a lot of the times, especially if you're new to the game. You don't know what to do, and you just play through it, and then, you lose, you win, you win. With the replay system though, it's easier to reflect on what you guys did wrong. And honestly, once the replay system comes out and I get more into World Arena again, because I do plan to get into World Arena once again. I haven't played in about a year seriously because I was not a fan of the huge speed meta. Once I get back into World Arena, we'll be able to look at your replays and actually help you guys out and seeing what you guys did wrong, because replay systems in games will allow you to kind of dissect your own play and allow other people to help you as well, especially if you're looking to get more serious in World Arena, because a lot of the times in World Arena, the games come down to more so than gear, your decision making. Also, there is 3 teams versus 3 teams coming out. It looks pretty fun. Obviously, this won't be that fun for newer players because you're lacking a large roster, but once you get into the late game and the game starts feeling like a chore, there's actually more late game content with the 3 team versus 3 team. I think this will be really fun as well. It looks like you can actually, play a different game mode than just 4 versus 4, which is kind of getting old, right? If you play World Arena for a long time, 4 versus 4 gets kind of boring. Even Guild Wars is sometimes more fun, but with 3 teams versus 3 teams, maybe the games will be a lot more fun and, enjoyable. Now for Adventure revamp. So this is nothing too crazy. It is story diversity. I don't think this will affect gameplay too much. Maybe it'll give out like catalysts and stuff like that. But Moonlight Theater is going to be for people that love the lore. Honestly, the lore in Epic 7 is really nice. It's just that there's a lot of question marks, right? There's a lot of alternate universes in this game. If you guys didn't know, Epic 7, the reason why it's Epic 7 is because it's the 7th world that was generated by the quote-unquote god of Epic 7, I guess. And basically what that means is that, there's going to be a lot of alternate universes, and that's where the Moonlight heroes come from, and they're going to go through the stories of a lot of these units because the stories are actually very interesting if you guys read into it. you know, some of these units actually come from the same universe and they have a lot of interesting backstory to them. So I think it's pretty cool. Next, we have the Grace of Unity. So the Grace of Unity, they didn't really go into it too much, but basically it's a way to actually make a, you know, low level unit or low investment unit be fully developed, I guess leveled up to 60. You don't have to like 6-star it. You can, I guess, fully awaken it as well, maybe even skill enhance for lucky. And the way you do it is through some like quest line where you use a few units that are maxed out and you can not transfer, but use them to, you know, buff up a unit. I think this is a pretty cool system because honestly 6-starring in Epic 7 is kind of tedious, especially early on into the game. Once you hit mid-game, it's really annoying as well because there's just a lot of units you have to build for different areas of content. And I think just adding a way to make, you know, early game progression, mid game progression a lot faster, and even for late game players to actually build units quicker, especially when they get released. You don't have to, you know, save all your materials anymore for newer units that might be very strong in the meta. I think it's a pretty cool addition. I'm really excited for this one, probably the most out of all the changes. Next, we have episode based content. So first we're starting off with the Cidonia Labryinth. Honestly, this is probably the one I don't really care about too much because honestly, Labyrinth is really annoying. Like, Raid is already bad enough, but if you guys have not went through the later stages of Labyrinth to actually clear it and just stopped after doing your Adventurer's Path quests, which I think like 90% of the population does in this game, it is so tedious, and some of the bosses you actually have to read the mechanics. So I think this extra Labyrinth is gonna be pretty tedious to get through and pretty boring, but I expect the rewards to be very good because usually with newer content, you know, that Smilegate releases, they're not going to just make the end game, you know, gear like what, level 78 or whatever. They're usually going to make this like level, or I think they'll make this level 88 gear, maybe like speed set or something nice, and people will have more incentive to do it. And in that case, sure, nice, we have new content, more gear, but I am not looking forward to going through Labyrinth again because it's not fun, but I guess it is more content and just having more things to do is nice. Next, we have Eastern Trading Ship. This looks like another dispatch mission system, but as you see, you can see the units on your screen and they're not in the typical arrangement for battles. So I don't know what this is. Maybe this is just like a regular dispatch mission, but maybe there's some weird way to actually play through it and you have to use multiple units. But either way, you're using your units to get more passive loot, I think, and this looks like a nice way to get gear. It might work like World Boss where you do it like twice a day or something like that. Might work like the current dispatch missions where you just have to cycle through every hour or every few hours and get loot. But either way, it's just free materials, so can't really complain about that. So yeah, that's what's coming this year. Now let's talk about what they actually promised to release last year but never came out. There's two things, as you guys see on your screen here. Everything else in the second quarter, third quarter came out already. In the fourth quarter though, we're still missing two not key, but kind of important areas of content. So Expedition's already very nice. Expedition level 4 is not out though yet. Now the reason why most people won't care for this is because like it's probably the same thing, right? Expeditions you'd have to get through anyways. Just adding another level won't change too much. That's true, but I think if Expedition level 4 comes out and they keep the energy costs relatively, you know, simple, then it'll make going through expeditions and capping out every month a lot quicker because level 4 will probably give you 80 points, I guess, for open recruitment and 100 points if you don't open recruit. So that will make expeditions a lot quicker, and I guess more units will see play if the expeditions change some mechanics, so that's pretty cool. So I hope Expedition level 4 comes out because I, for one, hate going through expeditions, and just having a quicker way to go through it will be very nice. The last one we have here is Guardian level up. I have no clue how they plan to implement this. Guardians are not really used anyways. They're not allowed in PvP either. So there's not really a point to this in my opinion. You don't even use it in hunts. Like, Guardians are super useless in this game if you think about it, besides Abyss. Because when you're autoing fights, it's not like Artery Gear or even Counterside, two other gacha games I play, where the Guardians in those games like automatically are activated. They just don't get used in auto. So until there's a way to use your Guardians automatically in auto battles, or even like, you know, also like add a way to prioritize different skills on your units, which would be pretty cool from Artery Gear as well. I don't think there's really a point to Guardian level up, so maybe what they're planning to do is implement a better auto system where you can automatically use your Arc Gear or whatever, or even change the priority of your skills of your units so they use, you know, their skills in different orders or in a certain situation. And maybe that's what they plan to do first before using the Guardian level up system. But, you know, as of right now, I think the Guardian level up system doesn't really matter because you never use it anyways, right? In Epic 7, you can't even use them in PvP, so I don't know what the point is. But, you know, that is something they plan to do. Honestly, I'm not really excited for either of the ones they missed, so maybe that's why they didn't, you know, release them, because people probably don't care that much about them. But, you know, it is another thing that we should be waiting for, and I think there's a lot of good updates to come. That being said, there's also a lot of new Moonlight units coming out. I'm not going to go into every single one, but there are a lot of cool ones. You know, we have like ML Pavel, ML Dominion, I think ML Kayron was supposed to come out as well, so we can expect those as well. So yeah, you know, I got the idea for this video from a Reddit post here. I don't really go on Reddit that much, but this was on my homepage of Reddit, so I just looked at it and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So yeah, credits to this guy for giving me the idea for this video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found this video helpful. There's a lot of things to come. Smilegate did do a great job in adding new content into the game and a lot of revamps. Hopefully they add more with the competition of other gacha games, you know, coming out, and also, you know, hopefully they uphold their promise and release the things that they promised, because those things look pretty cool as well. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always guys, make sure you guys leave a like and comment and consider subscribing if you guys want to see more content like this. See you guys next video. Peace.